And just for the sake of keeping everything in perspective, I would like to also share some non-relationship based stats with you so that we can keep the success and failures in perspective in relation to percentages. The first is a baseball stat because I really like baseball. In fact, when I was in high school, I was the baseball manager for our team, so I kept all the stats. So here are some baseball stats for you. The average number of home runs in a professional baseball game is equal to or less than 1. Mostly per team, less than 1 home run per game. Out of an average 34 or fewer at-bats per game. So out of 34 attempts, 1 or less is actually a home run. 1 or less is a home run. That would be equal to dating 34 people before marrying 1. Remember that comparison? Okay. And out of that 34 at-bats per game, an average of 9 or fewer actually result in a hit, and 9 or fewer result in a strikeout. 9 out of 34 result in a strikeout on average. Relate that to our relationship stats that we're talking about, and it makes our averages look so much better. I love this stat. So, 50% of infertile couples end up being able to conceive a child through infertility treatments. Now, 50% in this case is awesome. This is a great thing. Half the couples who would not otherwise be able to conceive a child are able to through infertility treatments. So this 50% is super. It's terrific in comparison to 50% of marriages end in divorce, or 50% of marriages end in success. It's all in the way that you look at it. It's all in your perception. So we're going to turn our perception of divorce on its head. We're going to look at it the way we need to look at it in this day and age, as a success step. That if you are divorcing, or if you have divorced, or if you were divorced from, it is an opportunity. It is not a failure. You have the opportunity now to move on and to continue this awesome journey that you have in front of you. So one other 50% stat. 50% of all Americans live their lifetime within 50 miles of the place where they were born. Now this one is especially cool to me because when you're in junior high and high school and even in college, all you can think about is getting the heck away, right? Get me away from these people, get me away from this small town or this big town, get me out of here. I want to see the world. This isn't a defeat. Once you are an adult and you are seeing things in the grand picture of life and you choose to live within 50 miles of where you were born on average, I think that is pretty cool. The average American will live in 16 different houses over the course of their lifetime. Now, by the time I was 13, I had already lived in 13 different houses. So this average, I skew this average way up. But there are people who are born and die in the same house as well. So it all equals out. But the average person lives in 16 different homes over the course of their lifetime. And yet, every time you feel the need to move up, or you change cities, or you move for whatever reason, that does not make you a failure. In fact, most of the time whenever we're moving, a lot of the times is a positive thing. It's a positive change for you. It's a positive change for your family. I want you to view this same positive message in relation to your love relationships or the breakup of a love relationship, like a divorce. Folks, life is a choice. You can choose to live your life whether you are single, married, divorced, or somewhere in between, where you see life with eyes of joy and you see the possibilities and you don't see the defeat. You can choose to look at the positive. You can choose to twist the negative into a positive, and you can choose to disallow something like divorce, even if it means you have to check a new box. You can choose to see divorce not as a defeat, but as a new possibility and a new opportunity to create this great life that you dreamed of. So I wish for you all of the health and happiness and prosperity that life is preparing for you. I am your ultimate cheerleader. I am here to support you and cheer you on. So I appreciate you being on this journey with me. I appreciate all of you who have clicked that subscribe button and who watch these and thumbs up and even give positive vibe comments in the comment section. So thank you so much. Please tune in to my website, MarilynHorton.com, as well, because I post stuff there that isn't necessarily video based as well. So please continue to check in with me both places. I also like Instagram and Snapchat and Facebook, and I'm all over the place. So keep in touch with me. This is one of those relationships that can just keep on building and encouraging one another. So thank you for being there. Thank you for watching and for putting these messages into use every day. You are awesome, and I am so thankful for you. So until next time, I hope that you are making it a great day. Your marriage did not define you. You were so much more than a Mr. or a Mrs. So don't let divorce define you either.